What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Janiaaaliyah, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my official baby shower haul, and I'm going to show y'all everything that I got in my shower, what I bought for myself, and talk about a few things that are still left on my registry that I personally think are must-haves. And so whether you're curious or you're building your own registry, hopefully this video may be of, some type of aid, some type of help. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, let's go through everything that I got in my shower, starting with like some bad items. And when I tell y'all we got everything from clothes to gear, especially diapers and wipes, so I'm going to break this kind of down into segments just to make it a little easier to keep up with. And then also, as a mild disclaimer, we got a lot of the bigger items, as y'all can see kind of like in the background in the boxes, but I would much rather prefer to be able to like actually show y'all those items like out of the box and put together. So for the bigger items such as like pack and plays, swings, cribs, mattresses, stuff like that, which we do have, I may talk about them, but I'm going to do a kind of like follow-up nursery video, so showing y'all everything in the nursery, simply because the nursery is not done right now, and if I open these boxes and put these things together and show y'all, I won't have any room to walk. So with that being said, stay tuned for the nursery reveal or nursery video and future nesting videos, which is where y'all will see many of the bigger items, but I kind of still will go over them throughout this video just so y'all know kind of like what was on my registry. Let's get into it. Now, as for the bath items, I highly recommend after your shower going through and separating the things by category. I am so thankful that I was gifted like a lot of these little storage thingies, and also you'll kind of see my mother-in-law gifted us these little whales these little whales that we can kind of use as storage. So I kind of separated and categorized a lot of the items in just different bins and baskets that I was gifted in my baby shower. So whether you're having a baby shower or you're going to a baby shower, I highly encourage you to maybe put your gift in something that can also be reused, because extra helpful. But anyways, so first things first, we got this Angel Care bath support, and so I guess this is like the little thingy that you sit them on in the tub, and my sister got me this. She got me this plus a lot of other grooming items, so this little bath support thingy. And then somebody also got me this little bath kneeler, and you'll kind of see like a recurring theme in this video as like whale or ocean, just because it has a lot to do with our baby's name, which I won't spoil, but if you guess, then you guess. But yeah, so I put this little whale themed bath kneeler, and so basically this is for when you're washing the baby in the tub, so you don't have to have your knees like on the floor, and you'll have something to kind of like rest your knees on. And then in this basket, which was made for me from by a family member, this is where I kind of keep all of his bath plus grooming stuff. Let's just kind of go through the items one by one so y'all can see exactly what I got. So first things first, we got this little grooming kit, and this just has like little things such as comb, brush. I don't even know the names of half of these items, y'all. I've never had a baby before, but like the little squeezy air thingies, like that's in here. We also have this Frida Baby Windy gas passer. We got a lot of Frida Baby items, so I'm extremely thankful and happy about those. This is just like little generic manicure set that I put on my registry from Amazon, because I've heard that babies definitely be coming out with the nails, dang their claws. And then this is a baby bath thermometer, so that way you can kind of I guess measure the temperature or read the temperature in the bathtub so it's not too hot. Another grooming kit. And then my cousin highly recommended that I get this Frida Baby Derma Frida the Flake Fixer. She got these, and apparently this is really good for like cradle cap, so she bought me this little derma thingy. And then we got this Frida Baby control rinser, and I guess it's for in the bath, like washing their hair and stuff like that, to just make that much easier. And then as far as products go, got a lot of Aquaphor. So we got this little container plus like small ones like these, which is really good for being out on the go and stuff, so this would be really good in a diaper bag. And then this is a Frida Baby ear, nose, and nail picker. And then as far as bath products go, one of my kind of go-to brands has been Aveeno, and I was told to kind of get a variety of brands just in case he may be allergic to one or doesn't like one as much as the other or just whatever. So I did, but I mainly stuck with Aveeno because I use them too. So with that being said, we got some Aveeno sets. So this is like their lotion. Got a lot of lotion. Let's see, are these? Oh yeah, lotion. And then this is the product from them that I also use because it's a really good like feminine wash if you are looking for one. But it's actually a baby body wash and shampoo, and so we got a couple of those. And then we were also gifted a set from Cetaphil, and so this is like the baby wash and shampoo plus lotion from them. And then as far as diaper creams go, we got these from, how do you say this, Desitin. Then this little snot sucker thingy from Frida. And honestly, I'm looking at this looks like it was probably a gift for me because I'm like but I put it in there because I was just putting bad stuff in here. But yeah, this is for me. And then we also have an infrared thermometer, and so this is for actually measuring temperature, body temp. Not bad. Another grooming kit, which comes in handy because y'all, I be losing stuff. And then I put this in here, but this actually belongs in the laundry room. But as far as it goes for like washing his clothes and like stain remover and all that good stuff, the brand that I decided to go with was Dreft. And so I have some of their scent boosters, and I also have their detergent. I may not use the scent boosters too early on because I've heard like babies shouldn't be around like fragrances and stuff like that. I don't think it's a strong fragrance, but I might steer clear just for now. But this is their laundry stain remover, and then in the laundry room I also have the scent booster and the detergent. So I think that is all for like bath time stuff and just overall grooming stuff. So let me put everything back in here and then let's get into feeding. Okay, now on to the feeding. So as y'all can see, this is one of like the little whale thingies that I was talking about, and so it's literally shaped like a whale, and I just put a whole bunch of stuff in it. But as for feeding, I do plan to exclusively breastfeed. I don't know for how long. We'll just see how it goes. But because of that, I didn't really register for like a whole bunch of bottles, but I did register for these, and these are the Philips Advent Natural. I guess they're just called the Philips Advent Natural. I don't know. And I think these are the glass ones. And so I got 2 of these. One of these was gifted to me through the baby shower, and the other was gifted to me through Babylist, which is the registry that I used. And then also Babylist also sent me this Mom Cozy classic bottle warmer, because while I do plan to exclusively breastfeed, depending on how that goes, I am obviously open to bottle feeding, so that way his dad and anybody else who watches him can feed him. So once again, I'm a first time mom. I literally don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, we just gonna take it day by day. But bottle warmer just in case. And then I was gifted a few of these like plastic bottles. And then this is another set of the Philips Advent glass baby bottle, but this is also like the natural ones. And so these are the glass ones. I don't think these other ones are glass. And then in here I also, there's like a little tumbler for when he gets a little bigger, a pitcher for mixing formula, but I also feel like this pitcher could probably double as a pitcher that I can store breast milk in. I hope so. But yeah, it has like a little mixer spinning thingy in it. And then I feel like I also put breastfeeding supplies in this container as well. So I have a few breast milk storage bags. Oh no, these are the ones that I registered for just to have some, but that was before I knew I would get some through my insurance. And so through my insurance, I got 400 of these. And so these are like the Motive breast milk storage bags. And then also through my insurance, I was able to get my breast pump. And so the breast pump that I went with was the Spectra S1 Plus, simply because I've heard so many good things about it, and I was like, hey, if this is the best one, let me get it. So this is the breast pump that I went with. And then I also got 2 of these. I was gifted 2 of these at the baby shower, and I also registered for them. And so these are the Haka silicone breast pumps, And I'm pretty sure, like, the way I've been seeing people use them is as like you're breastfeeding, you basically attach this one to the breast that you're not feeding on, and it just catches like all the other milk. And then this is a formula storage container. Once again, I don't plan on formula feeding, but I was gifted this. And then we also have some pacifiers. He has more pacifiers like laying around in smaller little containers and stuff, as well as teether toys. He has a few of these teether toys. And then I was also gifted this no mess nipple balm. And now regarding a lot of the other postpartum stuff, I'll also do a separate video on postpartum stuff, because I have like my whole hospital bag and stuff over here. So I'm probably gonna do like a hospital bag video, and I may combine that with like the postpartum kind of cart video. I don't know, but you won't really see too many postpartum items in this video, because number one, I did not register for any of my postpartum items because I just feel like it would be kind of like weird. I didn't really want to register for adult diapers. And then also I bought most of those myself. And yeah, so those are all already packed up in my hospital bag and will be loaded onto my postpartum cart. So that's where I'll show y'all more of these. But yeah, this nipple balm ended up in here because I don't think I registered for it. I have been registering for it and using the Earth Mama nipple butter. I don't know if y'all heard of it, but here is one right here. And so I received a couple of these as well, and I really love this because, like, I don't know, it's great because I've had to use it early on. It's great, and you can also like use it on your lips. It's very moisturizing, so highly recommend. Okay, and then we also got some cracked nipple saline spray, and then lastly a bottle brush. So that is basically all for the feeding portion. And I just want to show y'all my little whales again because they're literally so cute, y'all. Like, look at these whales. But yeah, so anyways, those are all the feeding items that I got at the baby shower. So without further ado, let's get into whatever's next because I honestly can't remember. Okay, y'all, and then briefly, just to kind of skim over this because I don't think I need to go through every item in this one. For the baby shower, we actually asked people, instead of bringing like celebratory cards that you would write in, we asked them to bring a book instead, and to just kind of like write like their name or sweet message, whatever, in the book. So in this container we have like all of the books and stuff that we received from the baby shower, and I will say by far this is my favorite container because I love children's books. I miss all of my books of when from when I was a kid because my mom wasn't able to move with them when she moved from Georgia to California. But I like, this is my favorite one, and so he just got a lot of different children's books for his collection. And when we read to him, some people remembered to write in their books, some people forgot. It's totally okay. But yeah, a lot of great books in here. And so I highly recommend, if you like this idea, girl, do it at your shower too, because the cards are cool, but books are forever, y'all. Books are forever. So that's this little container. And so these are literally all the books that we were gifted at the shower. I think I have purchased a few books, but they're not in here. So literally these are all the ones that people gifted us. And then as another little brief segment, as far as it goes like with clothing items, y'all, I did not register for any clothing items, mainly because I didn't want to get a whole bunch of clothes. I hate doing laundry. And I just kind of wanted to have like autonomy over his wardrobe, especially. So with that being said, I got him a lot of clothes, but I did not register for them mainly because I did not want to end up with either a whole bunch of clothes of like one age group or a whole bunch of clothes of one season, especially with him being like a summer baby and stuff like that. I didn't want to mess around and have like a whole bunch of newborn onesies that he was only going to be able to wear for like a month or two. So with that being said, I didn't register for clothes. But one interesting thing that I decided that I will be doing with my first baby is cloth diapers. So I did some research and I came across this company. They're called Kindercloth, I think. Kindercloth. And so I bought a whole bunch of cloth diapers and like inserts from them. And so I have about 30-ish in this little container, and I'm just storing them there. even though I did get a lot of diapers and wipes at the baby shower, which y'all can see in the back, the brands I preferred were Millie Moon and Coterie, but I also got like a lot of Pampers and Huggies. And it works out because I'm thinking what we'll probably do while he's still a newborn, he'll definitely be in disposables, like while we're figuring out a routine and stuff. And then even as he gets bigger and we transition into the cloth diapers, I'm kind of thinking, just after doing some research, that he'll probably still be in the disposable diapers overnight, just to make life easier. So with that being said, the disposable diapers are still going to get a lot of use, but this whole container is full of cloth diapers. And just real quick, y'all, one thing I love about the cloth diapers is the fact that you can get them in cute little patterns and stuff. And so this one is like a little cow pattern, and the style diapers that I went with were the pocket style diapers, which basically are the ones that have like this little insert. You put this little pocket, and then you put the insert into the pocket, and then you kind of wash the whole thing. But they can kind of change and vary when it comes to like size and stuff, based on how big your baby is and how much your baby weighs and stuff like that. But yeah, so cloth diapers, these were not gifted, bought all of these myself. And so without further ado, let's get into the last section of this video, which will be just different little baby gear and maybe like electronics that we were gifted slash purchased for the baby. Okay, so I wanted to move y'all a little closer because I've been storing all of the gear and stuff in here. And so as far as electronics and different little monitors go, we were gifted the Owlette Dream Sock from Babylist, and I'm very excited to use this. This is like the little sock that you can put on them, and it kind of gives you like real-time alerts on like their breathing, and I believe like their heart rate. Oh yeah, so I think it's their like breathing and their heart rates and stuff. So I definitely, this was one of my most wanted items in my registry. And then as far as it goes with baby monitor, I went back and forth for a minute on which one I wanted to get, because I had a few in my registry. I had like the Nanit. I believe there's also like a camera that you can get with the Owlette, a few other options, but I just ended up coming to the conclusion that I wanted to get this one. And so this is the Infant Optics baby monitor. And so the reason I like this one was because, number one, it's non-Wi-Fi, which I like because I believe it will be harder to hack, because I was hearing a lot of different stories about the Wi-Fi monitors and how, you know, they would get hacked and people was talking on the monitors and stuff like that. And then also like they were charging subscriptions and different stuff. And so I just feel like if I have the Dream Sock, which is already like pretty high tech, and I don't know if you have to pay a subscription for this, but since this is already high tech, I feel like this paired with this should be all of the little info that I need while the baby is resting. So I got this Infant Optics monitor, and I got a little mount for it to mount it on like the crib or whatever it is you have on it. And so instead of you having the monitor on your phone as you would with a Wi-Fi monitor, with this one you have like the actual thing that you just walk around with. So that's that. And then I also got this little rocket baby rocker thing, and one of my cousins bought me this off of my registry. I saw this thing on TikTok, y'all, and I thought it was the coolest thing. Basically what it is this is like a little rocket shaped vibrating like tool thingy, and what it does is you attach it to the side of your stroller, because you know how some babies will only be calm when they're moving, or even will only be calm like when there's something going on, and some babies like to roll over like gravel and stuff in their strollers. And so basically how this works is you attach it to your stroller, and you can kind of change the settings on it, but it'll like shake, and it'll like shake your rocker, shake, you know, whatever it is that you attach it to, and you can change the different speed and stuff. But this little thing will rock your baby for you, so you ain't gotta sit there and keep rocking to soothe your baby. And then on the topic of soothing, we also got this baby shusher, and this machine is literally just like a little machine that you can play, and it plays a shushing noise, so that way this thing does it and you don't have to do it, essentially. And then as far as it goes for sleep, we decided to go with the Hatch Rest machine, what is this? The Hatch Rest sound machine. And so this is a sound machine, a night light, and I feel like it does a few other things. I can't remember. And I think it also may play like sounds or like music or something like that. But we just got this. Obviously for the first 6 months, the baby will be in our room, hypothetically. So I guess this will be in our room with the baby. So yeah. And then also for sleeping, got this Halo sleep sack. I've heard a lot of good things about these sleep sacks, so hopefully he likes them. I think I have another one of these as well. I have one that's secondhand, and then I have like this one that I registered for. And then just to kind of show y'all, because this is considered gear, but this is this Parker baby diaper caddy that I registered for on Amazon. And I will tell y'all right now, I registered for at least 3 or 4 of these things simply for the reason that you can see here, because I feel like they're very like handy dandy. You can put a lot of things in them, and then also like you can have one in your car, you can have one in your room, you can have one, basically you can have like a little diaper caddy in just about every room. And even if you don't use it as a diaper caddy, I feel like they're still pretty good storage. So right now I'm using them to store like these single packs of wipes, because we got a lot of single pack wipes at the baby shower. So highly recommend this little diaper caddy. And then last but not least, because I'm getting hot and I'm getting tired, last but not least, we have this Jewel Baby changing pad plus cover. And this is literally, I mean, it's literally just a changing pad. And it also comes with a little cover. I don't think I got any other changing pads, just this one, because I will probably use, I was thinking like even with this one and any other changing pads that I get, I'll probably put like a puppy pad over it, because I've seen a lot of people use that instead of, you know, having to wash the covers in case of like blowouts and stuff. So I think the puppy pads definitely come in handy for kind of keeping these things clean and just making diaper changes quicker. But yeah, and then in this little baggie right here, I got a whole bunch of receiving blankets, socks, and hats. He has a lot of clothes. I'll probably show y'all more of those in the nesting videos and in the nursery reveal video, because that's when I'll put them up, because literally right now they're like stuffed in boxes and literally whatever they can fit in until they have a place to go. But yeah, and just to briefly go over some of the bigger items that y'all can see in the background, but I won't be really showing in this video. We have a crib from Delta Children. We have the mattress we decided to go with was the Graco mattress in a box. And then we got 2 strollers. So we have the Even Flow Shift Dual Ride, which is kind of like it's the one that's similar to the Duna, where you just kind of break it down. And then we also have, I don't know what the other stroller is called. It's like the Even Flow Pivot Modular one, I think. I don't know. And I just wanted 2 separate ones. One that you can kind of move around a little more with. So one that we can maybe go on walks with, and then one that would just be his main stroller. So I'm thinking the Shift Dual Ride will be like the main stroller, whereas the Pivot, that'll be more of like the going on a trail type stroller, especially since it has an undercarriage, because that's the one thing I didn't like about the Shift Dual Ride. Oh yeah, and then we also got a pack and play from Graco, which I'll probably just stop there because I'd rather show y'all. I'm a visual person, so I don't know if y'all are visual as well, but I'll probably just show y'all in the future videos. But oh my goodness, y'all, the pregnancy tired is literally starting to kick in. So with that being said, hopefully I covered everything in this video, y'all. We'll probably see all of these items once again in my nursery reveal plus my nesting videos that are soon to come, and I'm definitely looking forward to them. Oh yeah, last thing, I almost forgot, y'all. Hold on, I knew I was gonna forget something. The last thing that I did not show y'all was my diaper bag. So this is my diaper bag. She is from Mina Bay, and y'all, when I tell y'all I saw this diaper bag and was instantly obsessed, because y'all know originally I'm a big purse girl, so I knew from the jump that I would want a diaper bag that just feels natural to me. I'm not a book bag type of girl, like, even though the one thing that I love about this is that it has little straps that you can adjust. So if Jalen were to carry this around, he could wear this as a book bag. You could wear it by these handles. You can shoulder strap it, and then there are also other straps on here where you can strap it to your where you can strap it to your stroller. But when I tell y'all I love this bag, I believe I got the midi size. So that's like the middle size. They have one that's bigger than this, but this is how it looks on the inside. It's very spacious, and so I feel like I'm probably gonna put not only the baby stuff, but obviously all of my things in this bag. So this is kind of gonna double as not just a diaper bag, but also a purse. So I got this from Mina Bay, and I did not put this on my registry because I don't think it was super expensive, but I would say it's relatively high ticket for an item that is not necessarily necessary, but I personally wanted it, so I personally bought it for myself. But yeah, so diaper bag. But anyways, now that that's out the way, like I said, I will definitely see y'all and see more of these items on future videos, and I can't wait to see how I kind of put them up and how they're like laid out. So definitely let me know down in the comments any items that y'all are gonna put on y'all's list, plus items that I may have been missing that I should definitely add to my list. But real quick, just for a few items that are still left in my registry that I am going to purchase, one of the main items was the Hatch Rest Go, and so I'll kind of just show y'all on my phone. And so this is just like a portable sound machine. It's basically the portable version of the Hatch sleep machine that I have behind me or whatever. And so that is still on my registry. And then I really wanted to get, it's called the My Breast Friend nursing pillow, and so this is how it looks. And so essentially this is like a little nursing pillow, and you strap it around like your waist as like a little belt or whatever. And I've just heard really good things about it as a nursing pillow. Like the baby can sit on it. It's really snug, so you can kind of walk and breastfeed. It just kind of, I just heard it kind of really facilitates breastfeeding. Other than that, a few other items that I have on my registry, I still do maybe want to get like a bottle washer, dryer, and sterilizer, because I've seen some people kind of write off that item and use their dishwasher instead. But when I tell you, our dishwasher is like barely functional, so I don't trust our dishwasher to properly sterilize anything. So I still need to get that, as well as just a few cleaning supplies for when he does make the transition over to cloth diapers. But there's really not a rush on that since we're not doing it just yet. And then I guess lastly, this is not really on my registry, but just a few more furniture items for the nursery. The main things that he still needs to get are a dresser, as well as like some type of recliner slash glider chair for the nursery. And so I kind of have my eyes on a few items that I may want to get, but I'm not going to get them until the nursery is almost done, simply because, as y'all can see, this is already my office. So I don't want to add on by any means to the mess of boxes that are already in here. So with that being said, that is everything that I was gifted, that I purchased, and that I still need the arrival of the baby. But that's everything that I received in my baby shower. Literally so thankful for everybody who came, everybody who gifted, and just all of the family members that just kind of, you know, showed up and definitely showed out. Jalen and I are extremely excited for our first baby, and I can't wait to kind of update this video and let y'all know the things that we really loved and the things that we were just like, maybe we didn't need this. But you already know, click, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.